Baseball and boys go hand in hand. That's an American tradition. And every youngster has his very special dream about being a second Babe Ruth, a Jolton Joe DiMaggio, or maybe it's the thumper, Ted Williams. Who knows? Yes, sir. It won't be long now till they're right up there with the best of them in the big leagues. Hi, Captain. Want a game, chum? Okay, let's choose sides. Here we go, gang. Well, a guy does his best with what he has and hopes for better days and ways. You just keep on trying, and sometime you're bound to get a break. Something new is on the score sheet. It originated in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and it's Little League Baseball. Made to order for boys 8 to 12, it helps make those dreams come true. Little League rolls out the welcome mat for the corner locker. Gives a good deal to a game guy. Entirely amateur and completely non-profit, Little League is primarily a local community undertaking. Played on scaled-down diamonds with a home run fence 180 feet away. Grounds and game activities are capably supervised by men with the know-how. If available, the use of a public address system adds up to more efficient operation. An accurate gauge measures all Little League bats for size. And a snappy uniform is topped off by a pair of, get this, rubber cleated shoes. Good safety insurance. This playing gear is the same as the majors, but junior size, of course. And Little League has its own official specification ball, and all games are played under special rules similar to those of the major leagues. Yes, indeed. The corner lots from coast to coast are in for a facelifting as more and more boys are playing our national game the Little League way, not overlooking that big-time touch, the clubhouse showers. It has the nod from the big leagues, too. And Ford Frick, president of the National League, is a solid Little League fan. Mr. Frick.
Little League Baseball is one of the most magnificent things that's ever happened to our national game. But you can't dismiss it there. It represents sportsmanship. It represents team play. And it represents the desire to succeed. We can use that. For that is real Americanism. Little League Baseball is making a great contribution for us. For it is developing the character of the youth of a new generation. And that, believe me, is a big league job. You know, it's a lot of fun watching a Little League ball game because you see and you hear those things that are, well, they're a fulfillment of all a boy's dreams. And the first thing you know, you're right in there swinging with them. Again, Little League Baseball is magnificent. And we're for it all the way.
At Williamsport, Pennsylvania, the welcome sign is out for the Little World Series. And among the first of the year arrivals is fittingly the governor of Pennsylvania, the Honorable James H. Duff. Another plane breezes in with a contingent of newsreel, television, and radio personalities headed by ace sportscaster Ted Husing, who is greeted by a delegation of Little Leaguers and gets the key to the city, no less. And they come by train. Eager beavers ready to belt them over the fence. What'll you bet? Top Business, too, is here for the series, headed by United States Rubber, with H.E. Humphreys, Jr. in the lead. The reception committee is really something. And still they come, rolling on rubber from far and near. Solid baseball fans, young and old alike, all bound for the greatest amateur boys event on the sports calendar. The National Tournament of Little League Baseball, where 8 teams play off annually for the Little League World Series Championship. Governor Duff greets the baseball throng and tosses out the opening ball of the tournament. We're in the final now, the big game between the Florida All-Stars and the likely lads from down New Jersey way. Thousands of loyal Little League fans are all set to shout themselves hoarse for the winning tries of these knee-high guys. Here's the big parade that ushers in the championship game of the Little League World Series. Man and boy, what a band. Get an eye treat of these Little Leaguers. Every mother's son of them is mighty proud to be in line of march, and the crowd's equally proud to see them there. Yes, sir, it's the Players' Social Register of the Little League, the boys who made the tournament grade. Williamsport's Mayor Leo C. Williamson introduces the MC Tommy Richardson, who presents the Commissioner of Little League Baseball, Carl E. Stotts. Next, Selita Palmer, composer of the march to which you are listening, officially dedicates it to Little League. A.E. Houghton, president of the Canadian American League, is escorted to the mic by a delegation of Little Leaguers, and the fans like that touch. Roy Mack Jr., son of baseball's great, takes a bow. U.S. Rubber's president, Harry E. Humphreys Jr., proudly plays host to the visiting Little Leaguers. Ford Frick, president of the National League, gets a royal welcome from the crowd. Commissioner Stotts announces a traditional ceremony, and due honor and respect is paid our flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The crowd settles down. Stand by. Here comes an announcement.
Here are the batteries for today's game. For New Jersey, the Giacomo and Capelli. For Florida, Duncan and Miller. The umpires, Van Scare, Howard Scare, and Sid Miller.
The plate gets the traditional dust off, but good. Newsreel and television cameras are ready to roll. And over a nationwide hookup, here's a play-by-play report of the game by Ted Husing. Take it away, Ted.
Roger. Here we go from Little League Stadium, Williamsport. Hammonton, New Jersey in the field, Joe DiGiacomo pitching. Jasper Falzone of Pensacola, Florida at bat. He looks at the first pitch and the umpire calls it ball one. The Florida left fielder in this big game of the Little League World Series digs in at the plate. Now he takes the second pitch, and the man says ball two. Out there on the hill, Joey bears down, but not hard enough. Ball three. For those Hammonton rooters, looks like a very bad beginning. The 3-0 pitch. High and outside, and Jabbo Falzone strolls. You might forget they're not grown-up big leaguers if that Jersey first baseman didn't chew bubble gum. Florida second baseman Dave Cobb at the plate. Well, it looks like Joey's getting the range. That was strike one, the first one he's gotten over. Catcher Gabe Capelli flashes the sign. And that's okay with Joe. Look at that windup, that foot action. It's hard to realize he's only 12. There's the pitch, an attempted bunt that's missed for strike two. Big league brand of ball, eh, fans? No balls, 2 strikes. Joe tries for the corner and misses. Ball one. Say, there's quite a Hammonton contingent in the stands rooting for the big pitcher. Still ahead of the batter, he delivers. Ball two, 2-2. Say, for just a big gangling kid, he's got control. I got news for you, you're out. One down, man on first for Pensacola. It's a real thrill to watch these youngsters. First baseman Frankie Willis up for Florida. He lets the first pitch go by. Ball one. Well, let's chew on that one. Say, that boy Willis up there swinging was the star for Florida the year before when they were runners-up in this School Kid Classic. Hey, where were we? Oh, yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike, Falzone on first. Willis swings again, and it's strike 2. The base runner wants Frankie to send him along. And now, the 1-2 pitch. Willis looks it over. Ball 2, making the count 2-2. Out on the mound, Joey gets organized, and Willis looks at the 3rd strike. How do you like that, baseball fans? Well, me too. Falzone still on first, and catcher Jerry Miller batting for Florida. That's the first one go by. Ump racks up. Ball 1. Miller takes the 1-0 pitch, and it's strike 1. Falzone's on his way to second. Capelli's throw's no good, and Jabbo is safe stealing. Hey, those small fry must be from Florida. There's the next pitch. Miller swings strike to. Wow, now a hit means a run with that man on second. DiGiacomo puts everything on the ball and freezes it past Miller for strike 3. And Falzone dies on second. In the Jersey half of the first, the fans see Nuncy Sacco lead off for Hammonton, Chet Dungan pitching for Pensacola. Strike 1, he says. Pitcher Dungan's got the reins, but so is Sacco. And he socks one to first that goes through Willis and out into right. Sacco is safe on an error. Jersey's Bucky Craig misses the bunt as Sacco breaks from first. Catcher Capelli's Craig, your bag is wide and Sacco is safe at second. Craig belts the next pitch and Sacco races for third. Shortstop Sonny Abel's throw is late for first. Safe all around. Sacco pulling up at third. 2 Jerseyites up, 2 on, and now Joey pops one over the box. Abel plays it for the out at the plate, but Sacco beats the throw, while Joe DeGee is safe at first on a fielder's choice. Well, dust it off again, brother. Say, that was fast and furious, and I'm out of breath just talking about it. Next man up, Tony Balazzo. He takes the first pitch. It's strike 1. You know, the kids call the Jersey first baseman Blitz. Just look at him swing. It's a foul, Bucky, so go on back to third. Here comes the pitch, and Blitz looks it over. Ball 1. Something about that kid reminds the Yankee fans of Joe DiMaggio at the plate. He latches onto a clean hit into left that sends Craig across with Jersey's second run. Blitz goes to second on the throw, while DiGiacomo reaches third safely. Well, that's heads-up ball. Those Hammonton youngsters really know how to run the bases. And remember, they've made only 1 clean hit. That's Gabe Capelli at the bat. And he swings for strike 1. Oh, brother, is that Joe DeGee longing for home. There's the pitch, and Capelli pops it up. Shortstop Abel's under it for out number 1. It's tight, but Dungan's trying. He blazes one to DeMarco, and he misses it a mile. Chet winds up, and here's the pitch. Oh, ball 1. No blow-up yet, and the kid stays along, doing his very best. Blitz Palazzo dancing off second as DeMarco now wraps one back to the mound. The speedy Hammonton shortstop beats out Dungan's heat to first. Blitz streaks for third on the play as Joe DiGiacomo gallops home with run number 3 for Hammonton. The scorer calls it an error on Dungan, which means the kid's given up exactly 1 hit. With 2 strikes on him, Al Marazzi swings and he's out. The crowd's talking about what a game kid that Dungan is. With 3 and 2 on Jackie Rubin, Chet strikes him out. That's what big leaguers call pitching with the heart. As Pensacola comes in for their second at-bats, they're trailing Hammonton 3-0. Signatures of baseball's future greats. Now, half the thrill is armchair scouting these stars. 12 years old, Joe DiGiacomo has poise and confidence plus. With 1 out and 2 strikes, Sonny Abel whips. Next, the count is 3 balls and 2 strikes on Florida's Billy Powers, and he goes down swinging. That's all for Pensacola in the second frame. 7 men up for Florida, 5 strikeouts, and no score. The umpires count as 1 ball and 2 strikes on Steve Mazzio in Jersey's half of the second. Hey, looks like this kid means business, and he does. There's a safety in the center field. The way that hefty kid lumbers along reminds Giant fans of Big Johnny Mize. And so, by the way, does that busted bat. Man, that 11-year-oldster really put the whammy on it. Some fun. 3 and 1 on Sacco. He takes ball 4 and a walk. That puts men, or boys, I should say, on first and second for Jersey. Nobody's out as Bucky Craig steps up. The Hammonton shortstop dumps his second hit of the game along the third base line and reaches first safely. Steve has the weight but not the speed, so he's forced out at third. That brings Joey up again, and it's a strike. 1 out, 2 Jersey runners on. Some situation, eh, Keed? Joe takes, Catchimala muffs it, and Nuncy Sacco pilfers third. Didn't I tell you they can run bases? There's the pitch, and Joe dumps it down toward third. Florida's Bill Powers up with it, holds Sacco at third, and his whip throw beats Joey to first. Number 11, that Blitz boy again, and he labels another to the same spot in left, driving in Captain Sacco with the 4th run, followed by Bucky Craig with run number 5. Looks like the roof fell in on Florida. Switch in the Pensacola lineup. Paul Holden pitching, Dungan to short, Abel to right field. With the count 3 and 2, Capelli swings and Holden retires the side. Jersey 5 runs on 5 hits, 2 of them clean. Florida, no runs, no hits. It's Holden, Florida's new hurler-up. With 2 strikes, he looks at the third. They're seeing some pitching. 8 men up, 6 strikeouts. Barrow bunts, and Joey scoops it up and makes the throw to first in time. Say that Joey boy's got what it takes. No Florida hit so far, and Falzone swings to strike 1. Who knows, maybe we're watching a young Christy Mathewson. The Jersey catcher flashes the sign, but that big kid pitcher thinks he knows his hitter. Jabbo tugs at his cap like Dixie Walker, digs in. Here's the windup, the pitch, and the Florida slugger ties into a fastball. It's out into right field, good for an extra base. Jabbo rounds first, and then he goes into the dirt as Nunchasako bumps the throw that's gathered up by shortstop DeMarco. And it's up, kids, group it up. Now Pensacola's chance if ever. Top swing, strike 1. The kid's over anxious, and the crowd wants him to knock the cover off that ball. Brother, he's trying. Oops, strike 2. It's do or die for dear old Florida. But Cobb swings at number 3. Too bad, kid. But there are still 4 innings to play and plenty of baseball coming up. Florida's half of the third, no runs. And that's the way it goes, inning after inning. Both sides down in 1-2-3 order. A pitcher's duel with a second-generation big leaguer, young Paul Holden, those Jersey guys. 2 strikes on Joe DeGee, and he goes down swinging. Clap hands, kids. He deserves it. Blitz Palazzo with 2 balls and 2 strikes swings, and he's out. Holden's got poise and confidence, too. The signal is okay. A big try by a good guy. He digs in with those rubber cleats and delivers the Gabe Capelli. There's a tap to the infield. Dungan comes up with it and throws that gate out. It's still 5-0 as Florida comes up for the 6th and last inning. Jersey pitcher DiGiacomo has faced 17 players, struck out 11 and allowed 1 hit. Great pitching in any league. 2 strikes on Falzone. The Florida right fielder dies swinging. Carrying on in the tradition of the pitching greats Mathewson, Johnson, and Alexander, you bet your life. A kid named Cobb at bat now, and he gives it his old namesake's try. Come on, fella, let's see you label it. Whoop, strike 2. Don't worry so much, coach. Long as there's 1 strike left, there's a chance. Cobb puts everything behind it, but he fans. 2 down. Sit down, sister. Don't argue with the ump. Man, how a game like this gets you. Please for little brother. It's Frankie Willis at the plate. He looks at strike 1. Here comes the second pitch. Willis swings strike 2. Battle stations, men. But Willis fans. Sure, the better team won, but here's the greatest moment in that game. The losers joining in the tribute to Joey DiGiacomo. That, I am proud to say, is Little League sportsmanship. Now those well-earned Little League awards. Trophies and prizes for winners and losers alike, presented by United States Rubber. Good try, Florida. Better luck next time. Nice going there, New Jersey. You had what it takes. Little League World Series champions. New Jersey All-Stars are front-page news, and Hammonton, New Jersey celebrates the event with a bang-up homecoming parade. Everyone's in there with the old cheer. The National Guard is on review. And the Boy Scouts show strength. Cubs, too. Hail to the champions. The conquering heroes get a big hand from the hometowners. The little big leaguers who turn the trick. Yes, and that's for sure. Not forgetting the boys who kept the home fires burning. And to top it off that evening, a banquet in honor of the champs, with Governor Alfred E. Driscoll of New Jersey as the distinguished guest. Hammonton, New Jersey is justifiably proud of its little leaguers, and to prove it, they're here in force to honor baseball's best. Master of Ceremonies Ralph Squillis calls on local Little League President Al Mulliner. U.S. Rubbers, W.H. Norton. G.M. Tisdale. H.S. Marla. Governor Driscoll's arrival is the signal for sustained applause. His Excellency, the Governor of New Jersey, the Honorable Alfred E. Driscoll.
Well, the Hammonton, New Jersey All-Stars are the champions of Little League Baseball. And that makes me, as Governor of the state of New Jersey, very proud. Can you blame me? But we ought not to forget that Florida team. They played like champions and won their way to the top. And then they were good losers. That's good sportsmanship. And good sportsmanship is even more important than the game itself. Well, tonight I want to congratulate Captain Nuncy Sacco. You represent a wonderful team that did a grand job.
Thank you, sir. We did our best. The Florida team were a swell bunch of guys. But you know something, Governor?
What's that, son?
Well, maybe we played better ball.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Good luck, son. Congratulations.
Our salute to Little League Baseball, to its principles and purpose of good sportsmanship, to the communities who back the Little Leagues, to the men throughout the nation whose volunteer service has provided outstanding leadership, and to the boys of America who make Little League Baseball possible. Play ball!